I have some questions. Where were you when you heard about 9/11?
I was going to work.
Where is work?
Long Island. I work for Cablevision.
About what time was it when you heard about 9/11?
Uh, I don't remember. 9 o'clock, 9:15. How did I learn it? On the radio as I was driving in, and then we have TVs at the office, so we can watch it.
How did you feel?
How did I feel? I didn't know how to feel. We didn't know what was happening. We saw a plane hit the building. We're like, why did the plane hit the building?
How close is Long Island to the Twin Towers?
Probably 20 miles, maybe 25 miles.
20, 25 miles?
Mm-hmm. Something like that from the Twin Towers.
So at first, you weren't sure what happened initially?
Yep, I wasn't sure. And then as the second Twin Tower hit, then we're like,
After hearing about the second plane hitting the Twin Tower, what did you think?
Something's going on. I can't believe it's happening. Right? Now you see two planes. We get to watch on TV because we have TVs in the office.
Were you able to focus?
Work?
Yeah. What you were doing?
Not really. I mean, everyone was wondering what's going on, and then they start talking about possibly a terrorist attack.
Were you able to see any smoke or from where you were?
No, I couldn't see it from my building, but I could see it on the TV.
What did you do for the rest of the day?
Well, I still went to work.
Oh, other than work.
After I got off work, I went home.
You went home?
Yeah, I went home because that's what you do after you get off work.
Yeah. Did you do anything differently?
Did I do anything differently?
On that the day you heard?
Oh, we talked a lot about it.
What do you talk about?
What did we talk about?
Yeah.
Well, what's going on? What's happening? How come? Right? We didn't understand. And then we saw a lot of people running away from the World Trade Center when it happened. At least we saw it on TV.
What about the next few days? What do you remember happened?
I remember we were supposed to. I remember. So just so you know, September 10th is my birthday, right? The day before. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, September 10th is my birthday. So the day before that was my birthday. So September 9, we just came back from Florida. So if this happened before I came back, I would be stuck in Florida. And then September 10, we were thinking of going to, that was Sunday, we were thinking of going to dinner in the World Trade Center, but we didn't go. And then September 11 came.
Do you know personally anyone who died or almost died?
I do know of people who did die. Yes, I did know of people who did die from the World Trade Center.
What about people who could have died that you know personally?
Could have died?
Yeah, like they were really close to the towers. Or the Pentagon or somewhere else.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there are people that worked in the World Trade Center or nearby, like in the Wall Street area. So I probably didn't know them, but they weren't really impacted for the most part. There were some that were.
How were you impacted?
How was I impacted? I wasn't physically impacted at all.
Oh.
It's just as far as terrorism, we were impacted from the United States perspective and New York City perspective.
What was the most memorable thing about 9/11?
Most memorable?
Yeah.
Well, it was sad, right? 9/11 was sad, right? And you probably don't know because you're too small and you came to New York. I don't remember if you saw it, but you were probably too small. It's the World Trade Center. So you were probably not even born yet, probably, right? Were you born?
No.
Yeah. So you never saw the World Trade Center. You can ask mommy. Your mommy's been to the World Trade Center and the World Financial Center. So we used to go there when we were kids, and there were 2 buildings. Now there's only one, right? One building there. But there used to be 2 buildings, and you could go in there and play, and you can go outside and play.
Where were you when you heard about 9/11?
I was at work. I don't remember what day it was.
What time was it when you heard about 9/11?
I heard around 9 something, and that was after the first tower was hit, because the first tower was hit before 9.
How did you learn about
exactly what time the tower hit?
How did you learn about it?
I learned about it because everyone in the office was talking about it, and then we put it on the TV in the conference room to watch it.
How did you feel?
We're all in shock because we didn't know what was going on, and there was no information about it because it just happened. Everyone was just watching.
Everyone was confused?
No, I think everyone was in shock and just didn't know what was going on. I don't think they were confused. That was not the feeling. It was more shock.
How close was it to the Twin Towers where you were?
I worked by FIT, so that's around 28th Street and 7th Avenue. So we had a great view directly. If we went outside of the office in the street of the Twin Towers, so we can actually, so when we heard the first one was hit, some people actually went downstairs to see it, and you can see the smoke coming out from the towers. We had a good view of that.
Did you see it?
Did I see it? Yes, I did see it. I went down later.
How long did you watch?
How long did I watch? I probably maybe like 5 minutes or something, because you just see the smoke coming out, and you can't hear what's going on unless you're upstairs watching the news with them.
What did you think happened initially?
I actually didn't know it happened until people in the office started talking about it, because it actually happened while I was on the train.
Oh, what did you think? So when people told you about it, what did you think happened?
Well, they said a plane had crashed into the Twin Towers, so we were probably thinking that was it an accident, or was it terrorists where someone took over the plane and it hit the towers, and we just were waiting to find out what it was.
Could you focus on what you were trying to accomplish after hearing?
Well, I think pretty much the day was really about, we were all thinking about what was going on and what's happening, as opposed to, I have to do my work, even though we tried to do our work.
What were you doing at work?
I was doing accounting. I don't remember exactly which part of accounting I was doing. I was doing some financial stuff.
What do you do for the rest of the day after work?
I think before the end of the day, we all discussed about, we discussed how we're going to get home, because I think the trains might have stopped. It didn't go across the bridge or something, I think. I don't remember if that was the case, because people were like, oh, I think I have to walk across the bridge to get home and stuff. And luckily, I lived in Chinatown, so I lived in the city. So if I had to, I could probably walk like 30 blocks or more to get home.
How long is 30 blocks?
Huh?
How long would that have taken, like 30 blocks?
I don't recall, but I don't think I had to walk it. I think the trains did stop in Chinatown. And then I just walked home from there, but it didn't go across the bridge, which I didn't need, so. walk, it'd probably be, I don't know, people, I'd say maybe like 2 hours.
Does your feet hurt after walking that much? Dirty walks?
Be tired at that rate,
Tired?
tired from walking.
For the next few days, what did you do? Was it the same or different?
Pretty much well, in Chinatown there was because of the towers, there was smoke that was entering into Chinatown. So I lived I lived by Forsyth, so it was smoky over there. So we had to close our windows to keep the smoke from coming into the house. And that was the year Rachel was born. So it was kind of like she was very little and we had to keep her inside.
The smoke, did it smell bad? Like, what did it smell like?
Smell like smoke? I don't know.
Okay.
I guess like it's like when you have barbecue and you're trying to get the smoke and you see that smoke on top of the barbecue and you're breathing that in.
Do you know anyone who died or almost died?
I don't know any of anyone particular that passed away from that.
How are you impacted?
I guess try to stay in more because we live in Chinatown, and since 9/11 they had the smoke and it was smoky for like more than it's not like a regular fire. It burned down and there's like a lot of people helping out for the 9/11, so the all of Chinatown was pretty smoky and most people just like did their thing and went home and try to stay in because they don't want to breathe the smoke.
What's the most memorable about 9/11?
I guess that was the year Rachel was born.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. I hope that was helpful for you.